alive, quote and unquote, right? And paying well by that time. Now, I'll give an example. 15 years from now, if you wanted to study, if I wanted to take an overview of this house, right? What I would have done is to go hire an helicopter, right? And a cameraman. So the helicopter would fly past.
This is my speaker thing.
LRD, please help us. You know, the helicopter pilots, right, will fly past my house with cameraman.
It's only your own voice.
LRD, please help us. Thank you. You know, he will fly past my house, and then the cameraman man would video this place, right? So if you check now, if we want to record any event, weddings, football, what we use now is a drone, and a drone can be flown by one person. So it means that the pilot who was, you know, riding the helicopter, the cameraman would have lost your job. The helicopter company who hires it would have a reduced fee because people no longer come for them, right? So when you're thinking about career choice now, please think about the next 10 years. So don't even next 10, 20, 30 years. How will my career course be? How relevant will it be? Now, so this is all starting probably now. So how do I know which career choice to go for? Melody, please help us. Which career choice should I go for? Now, the step one is to discover yourself. Who are you? Who are you, Grace? Who are you, Ireoluwa? Who are you, Tolu? That is the first question you want to ask yourself. Who are you? And in knowing who you are, especially when it comes to your career choice, you're answering the question, what is my strength? What is my strength? What's my strength? Now, of course, you're going to be looking at your subjects. What subjects do I have good grades in? Do I enjoy reading? Accept your weakness. So there are some courses you're not too good in. You want to work on that. But you know what? There are some people whose results purely shows that I am a science student or I'm an art student. Why? Because of their grades. But the most confused students, sorry to say, are the students who have the same score. You see a student 90% average, 80% all through. So if you say maths, they are there. If you say physics, you will see them there. If you say government, you see them there. Why? Because all of their results is excellent, right? So you want to know who you are, become confident of yourself. That's the first step. Now, please get a pen, paper, please write down, okay? So the next step, now we're looking at number one. Don't forget this is number one, know yourself. So how to choose your career path here. Now make a list of your specific skills. Of course, you can use the chat box. Okay, you can use the chat box, but you want to make a list of specific skills. These are activities that you are good at. What is that thing you are very good at? Right? No. Please write down in chat. So what are those activities that you are good at? What are those skills that you have? Something that you do so well. You know, you do it freely. These are the skills you have. Okay. So you have knowledge about something and you can do it well. When you perform with that stuff, I don't want to give an example yet, then you see that, hey, somebody would maybe praise you or you just feel so good about yourself. So what are those skills that you have? Now, okay, let me go to my chat box. Quickly, painting, dancing, flexibility, treating people, thank you, cooking. Somebody said singing, dancing, leadership, playing the piano, drawing. I have good stamina for running. Judith, go and represent us in the Olympics, okay? Baking, swimming, painting, singing, cooking, creative writing, I like that. Acting, athletics, cooking and baking, trying new things, amazing. Editing. Thank you. I am Mide David. Dancing, writing, drawing, playing sax. Oh, that's nice. Dancing, editing. Okay, it's just thank you very much. Football, singing, hairdressing. Thank you. Now that okay, so one says cooking, professional makeup, dancing, and swimming. Amazing, amazing. Football and swimming, playing alto saxophone. Thank you. Caring for people. I had to read that out. Thank you. Now that you know your skills, you've listed them out, right? So that's it. So you already have a passion. You know, most times what we do is, I want to be a science student. I want to read. I want to be a commercial student. That's where we miss it. No, so the first point is to know what you love to do, and then you will now find the course that you love to do. Then you will now know if it falls under science, arts, or commerce. So we have dancing, editing. Thank you, you've helped me. Now the second step, second question. That's skills that you've written there. When was the last time somebody complimented you about doing that skill? So the last time you cooked or you danced or you sang or you played, when was the last time somebody said, hey, this food tastes amazing? I mean, your cake is the best. You loved. When last were you complimented about that skill? Somebody answering me this evening or today? Okay, today, a few weeks ago, recently, yesterday, today, at school. Amazing, yesterday, a few weeks ago. Thank you very much. How did you learn the skill? That's the next question. Cooking, baking, love to play football. How did you learn that skill? That's the next question. Please note down these questions. Write them in your books, even as you're answering me on the chat, okay? In church, YouTube, amazing. M6, from my mom, from myself. That's cool. That's cool. I taught myself. I taught inspiration, okay, in church. Practicing skills on YouTube. That's cool. I looked for the recipe. Watching others do it. Internet, myself, natural. Thank you. So how often do you do it? Number 3 question. How often do you participate or use your skills? So that's the third one. How often do you participate or use your skill? How often? Please answering me. Let's go. Okay, I was on my graduation. Every day I learned.
I still come around your camera.
When I was learning. Praise. Please put your mic. Praise.
Please help.
Okay, thank you. Like 3 times a week, every day, frequently, daily, every day. Okay, during school, thank you. Okay, so let's move. Now, please note down your questions. You will need them at the end of the day to collect it. Okay, so the B part. Now we've looked at our specific skills when it comes to what we love to do or we are passionate about. Now we're going to make.
And he's always chatting her. You check his chat, 9% of the chat is tell me.
Who is that? Who is that person?
Oh yeah, why do you not come to our class?
Okay. The B part says make a list of your personality skills. Your personality is who you are. Okay, so some of us are introverted, some of us are extroverted, some of us, like, of course, we want to be on our own, we love to be with people. Of course, you want to also combine this with values so that we can have the 2 in 1. So make a list of your personal skills, your personality skills. So what kind of person do you think you are? So let's go. I could help you with some. For instance, are you an honest person? Are you a sincere person? When it comes to reasoning, are you logical or emotional? Are you very creative? Are you stylish? Are you open-minded? You know, some persons don't love to receive criticism. We'll talk about that later. Are you confident? Do you think you are detail-oriented? There's some persons, if you give them something to do, you can go and sleep. When you come back, they are very detailed. Some persons, they just do it anyhow. So look at it. What is your personality skill? So look at yourself. Of course, after now, you want to ask your mom, your dad, right? Because hey, you get there soon. So let me read just future. Stylish. I'm sanguine, I'm confident, and I'm the life of the party. Amazing. Creative, shy. Okay. Creative, believe. I'm creative, social, nice. Okay. Creative. I was shy before, but I came out of my zone. I joined the Guest Hub. Amazing. Creativity, confident, extroverted, shy. Okay, amazing. Let's move. So we have looked at personality skills. So the next question here would now be, how would your friends describe you? You know, it's one thing for you to say, I'm confident. Your friends, can they say you are confident? Your mom, your dad. So this is you going back after now, you know, to really sit down to say, okay, so you've written, I'm confident, I'm nice, I'm very detailed, I'm organized. But when we check your rooms, now some of you, your rooms are scattered everywhere. You still look for your school uniform soon, right? So how would your friends describe you? Your mom, your dad, if I ask them now, will they agree to what you've done, right? So you want to give examples of the time that people describe it. We can't do that now because we might have to mute, so we just leave that. But hey, take it, you know, note it and go for it. Answer the questions after now. Okay. Now, the C part, make a list of your likes. What are the activities you enjoy doing? Don't forget that it is all of these that would now sum up at the end of the day to know where you fit in. Okay. So make a list of all the things you like. So let me start reading. What are the things that if I wake you up around 11 o'clock, apart from you saying I'm tired or I'm feeling sleepy, by the time your eye is clear, you'll be so happy. Okay, now if you check, most times it would almost be same thing as the skills you have. But hey, what are the list of the things you like? So let me read again. Oh, he's saying, how will somebody write it for me? Auntie Tima, they're writing it, you know. Okay, singing, crocheting, editing. I like that. Playing my sax, okay. Singing, crocheting, coding, dancing, writing, knitting, creativity, playing piano, studying, reading, coding. Thank you. Now, so make a list. It could be so many. Please write them out. Okay, write them out. And then as you write them, what kind of jobs you like? So look at your mom, look at your dad, look at your uncle, the one you have not even seen in the last 5 years, but you know this is what he does. And Tetima, politicians too, right? So go to your church, close your eyes, people in your church. Some are lawyers, some are engineers. So you know, at times it's the way they appear. You know, you just like, sometimes it's just the name, you just want to be called a doctor. But hey, just list out all the kind of jobs you like. You know, at this point, you're still thinking, so you can write as many as you like, right? And then answer the number 2 questions. Do you like working alone? Please just answer the questions. I will not be able to read because of our time. Do you like working with tools? Some of us, like when they give you tools now, you scatter everywhere. For instance, those who bake, you know, they have the measuring things, or measure the floor. Do you like working with tools? Could be engineers. Do you like solving mathematical problems? Just be answering the questions, right? And some of us, we like working, but we don't want people to see us. When you work, you like people to see you, or you just want to work from the comfort of your room. I'm fine. You know, now you can even stay in your room and you're earning dollars. Then, of course, do you like reading? Think about it and then write out your questions. Think about it and write out your questions. So this is a bonus assessment. Auntie Tima would post this link after now, right, so that you can assess it. Okay, you might want to quickly write it out, but we'll post the link after now so that you can run this test. Okay, so let's go. So now let's explore different options in front of us. You know, basically, if I tell some of us to write out what we want to become, most times it's the basic things that is popular. Some of us write medicine, some of us will write engineering, and in the engineering, you just pick civil engineering and electrical and mechanical. So there are so many, when I mean so many jobs out there that we can pick from. I'm going to run through this. I'm listening. I'm not going to explain. Anyone that catches your fancy, you can write it down and then go do some research about it, okay? Now we have software developer. Now, it's also important that you know that this is all research. You look at so in the next 20, 30 years, what jobs will still be relevant? Don't forget I talked about relevant, right? So what jobs will still be relevant? And don't forget, they are not gender-based. Girls can actually be all of these. So do not limit yourself to few careers in a particular field, right? So I'll just run through anyone that, you know, catches your fancy, you want to write it down. You can go after now to research about them. Okay, so software developer, data scientist. The new goal now is data, right? Yes. Cybersecurity specialist, AI machine. You know, technology, AI is in charge now. So even if you want to learn fashion, for instance, add AI to it, just put technology to it, okay? Healthcare professionals, cloud computing specialists, okay? Digital marketing specialist, financial analyst, project manager, web designer. At first, I did 30. Okay, so the first 30 you would see will be missed. Okay, so later I now decided to separate it. So web developer, 5-10 years ago, most people would not want to even read anything here. Okay, so let me move. So electrical engineering, physician assistant, civil engineer, physical therapist, pharmacist, information security analyst. Again, this is research work. So for those of you who wrote teaching, you know what I told you, human beings will always be around, right? And we need teachers, okay? Business analyst, human resource manager, mechanical engineer, okay? Environmental scientist, nurse practitioner, marketing manager, sales manager, database administrator, biomedical engineer, statistician, urban planner, software tester, occupational therapist. Okay, so this was where I started separating them. So for art students, of course, we have so many options now, right? You have graphic designer, animator, fine artist, art director, illustrator, curator, photographer, fashion designer, interior designer, art therapist, copywriter, film director, producer, art teacher, and educator. So when I added, so what could the technology part be? This is what I got. Okay, of course, 5-10 years ago, I'm not sure anybody will want to study this, but hey, we have digital content creator, UX UI designer, digital marketing specialist, creative director in tech, game designer. These people are cashing out now, trust me. AI artist, creative technologist, multimedia storyteller, cultural data analyst, virtual reality and augmented reality designer, ethical AI consultants, commercial students. Of course, we have accountants, we have financial analysts, we have marketing manager, business consultants, banker, human resource manager, entrepreneurs, sales manager, economics, auditor. We have logistics manager, real estate agent and broker, supply chain manager, public relations specialist, insurance underwriter, investment banker, retail manager. Okay, so please don't limit yourself. I think that's why I just brought out as many as I could. I felt that, okay, we would need in this class. And now this is something I want us to do. The class activity. Which of these names ring a bell to you? Albert Einstein, Marie Curie, Steve Jobs, Malala, Nelson, Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk. Now, if it rings a name, what are their feats and what are their achievements? I'm going somewhere with this. Okay, so I'll go back to my chat box. So which of them rings a name to you? Okay. Elon Musk. Okay, so which field and what was his achievement? All, Steve, history. Okay, maths, Albert. Thank you. So I'm going waving. Okay. Nelson Mandela, public speaker. Okay. So I think I would have to rush this. Steve Jobs, Apple Company. Thank you, Elon Musk Tech. Good, well done. Now, why I asked that question is because of this slide. Now, if you see, they're all in different fields, okay? Albert Einstein, physics, Maria Curie, chemistry and physics, Steve Jobs, technology and business, okay? Malala, education and activism, right? Nelson Mandela, politics, Oprah Winfrey, media and entertainment, and almost technology and business. That is wherever you find yourself, you can be relevant. This is why I picked this. Wherever you find yourself, you can be relevant. And then, just like as I called their names, you said you can. Some people said all of it, that you know all of them. So it leads me to this. What would you love to be remembered for? That is another thing that drives our career. So in 10, 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years, what would you want people to remember you for? Right? That is another way to pick your career. So would you want them to know you as the Bekasi of our time, the doctor, or, you know, what would you love to be remembered for? That is one thing that should drive your career choice. So leave science, commerce, and art. Just answer that question. What would you want to be remembered for? Right? And then you will take it down. Now, this is the last part. So after, you know, you've written out your skills now, you've written out your personality skills, your special skills, you now have a list of, you know, many courses that you can actually study. This is time for decision. Now, this is where you go back to your schoolwork. What are my interests and passion, right? So what subjects do I enjoy the most? What hobbies and topics can I spend hours on without getting bored? Some of you will pick biology textbook and you can read and you'll be very interested in it. Some of you will pick biology and it's like sleeping medicine, right? You just sleep once. Some of you can spend time with maths. So what are your strengths? You want to also go back to your result. Compare your first, second, third term results. So go back to your result, check your average, check where you progress, check where you were stable, you know, so check for your strengths, right? Go back to your results because it's okay to say something else and then your result is telling you, no, this is where your strength is. Okay, so it's one thing to know your interest and passion, then go back to your strengths, the skills that you've mentioned. Then we'll go back to your values. Okay, what are your values? Do you love helping people? Are you creative? Do you want to be financially stable? Your values will help you, right? These are questions you want to answer after now. What kind of work environment and company culture do I prefer? You want to be able to work on your own, work with somebody, be your own boss, have your own company, all of that. What are your long-term goals? Like I said, where do you want to see yourself in another 10, 20, 30 years? What are my preferred working conditions? You love working in teams, this is where your personality will play a big role. For those of you who love to be on your own, you're introverted, then of course you want to think of something that you would do that will make you, you know, be on your own. But hey, don't forget that you need to also collaborate with people. What education or trainings do I need? Now, after you've put all of this together, start looking at, so what do I need to read? What do I need to study to become this person? So which school offers this degree? So you're looking for degrees or certification. Then of course, you must be willing to invest time and resource. No good professional. Of course, you know that professional takes time now. No good profession comes easy. You have to study for it, okay? What are the job market trends? So I thought about you, so in another 10, 20 years, with these jobs to be there, right? Then of course, is there a path for growth? Is there a path for growth? Can I grow in this? Can I grow in this field? Okay, how will my experience align? Another good thing you want to do is go for internship. You see, you think you love being a lawyer, go look for someone who is a lawyer. Go stay with him in his office for 1 week. Ask them questions. You see a doctor, ask him, sir, this is your doctor work. What do you do there? Go to the hospital. They may not allow you enter in some word, but you can ask questions, right? Yes, you can ask questions. Then, of course, every job have challenges. They have rewards. There are hazards in some job. You want to find out that hazard. You want to find out the potential gains, their gains. For instance, pilots will love to travel. They will see many places, but hey, once a plane crash, they are gone, right? Something like that. So there's the good part, there's the bad part, there's the hazard. But for most, I think everything, right? There's always a good and bad side to it. Now, if after all of these, you still have not been able to figure out if you want to talk to a counselor about it, right? Let me move to these skills of the 21st century. I'm not going to be able to explain this, but know that in this 21st century, there are some skills that you cannot afford not to have. For instance, digital literacy. Hey, every one of you should be a digital literate, okay? You must know how to use technology. You must learn software. I jokingly say that anything you want to do, if you want to learn how to bake cake, please add technology to it. Then, of course, you must be a critical thinker. You must have a critical thinking and problem-solving skills, right? So here you're able to analyze information, identify problems, and then look for solutions. So as I'm talking to you, you begin to think, what are the problems in the world? How do I change it? How do I become a solution provider? Right? Communication, you must learn to communicate. You cannot, for those of you who say I'm introvert, I'm shy, you must communicate. So even if you're working on your own and you have products, you must learn to sell to people, right? And hey, it's human beings, so you learn how to talk, learn how to collaborate. Emotional intelligence. Your ability to understand yourself, your emotions, and that of other people will help you. You can't say how she feels is her own, how he feels does not concern me. How do you work in a team with that emotional intelligence? So you must cultivate emotional intelligence skill. Okay, go learn it. It has to do with interpersonal relationship, teamwork, leadership. Okay, all of these will help you. Skills, collaboration, and teamwork. You always find yourself in team where people are human beings, right? You must learn to collaborate. You must learn to be a good team player. Okay, adaptability and flexibility. Yes, resilience is being able to push back when life hits you. So at times, it all might not really go as you want it to, but your ability to adapt, to be flexible, right? If you're not flexible, you can break. So that in case life hits you with something not super palatable, you can overcome, right? So be ready to learn new skills, to keep learning, to keep relearning, go for new courses, in anything you want to do. Of course, you will need to always upgrade. Creativity and innovation. See, you'd have to be creative. You have to leave your mind open. You have to be open-minded. She says here, creativity drives innovation. So you have to be creative, whatever field you find yourself, okay? Okay, I think I've skipped one. Leadership and initiative. You must learn to, because at times you would have to make decisions. So you must learn how to be a good leader. Okay. You must learn how to be proactive. Another thing you should learn very well that's important is cultural awareness. Now it's a global village, right? I think as I'm connecting, we have people from different places, different walks of life. You know, you must learn to respect people's culture. You must know what is expected of you in any particular place you find yourself. Okay, so the internet has turned the world to a village. See all of us in one room? Yes. So you must learn to know what to say at the right time and have that global mindset. And then finally, on the skills of the 21st century student, you must be a lifelong learner, and then you must always be curious. Curiosity will help you to develop your professional growth, ensuring that you remain relevant. So whatever career you pick, please, you'd have to remain curious. You have to keep learning. And on a final note, I said that you step out on this seminar, remember that your future is waiting for you. You know how Canvas is. You design it. You put in what you want to see. So what is that thing that you want to see? The knowledge that you've gained today, just the beginning of a journey. So with your strengths, with all of your passions, with the dreams, hey, let it converge together to make an amazing career. Embrace the opportunities ahead of you with confidence. It's something that we need. Knowing that every choice you make brings you closer to your potential. The world is full of possibilities. Did you see the jobs out there? So many. And then I decided to highlight it, dare to explore. Dare to explore, learn, grow into the person you aspire to be. The career path is yours to design. Do not allow your friends to intimidate you or even coerce you into reading what they want to read. So go out and create a future that excites you. And then thank you for joining. Hey, Mother, I think I will stop here for today. Yes. Okay. So if you have any other questions, we may not be able to take up the time. Okay, Mother, are you here? Okay, Fumike and Chisum, I can see your hands on. Oh, please, Fumike, let's start with you before we go.
It's Chisom's hand. I asked to mute.
Okay, Chisom, please go ahead. Hello, Chisom, please go ahead. Okay, I think she's not saying anything.
I think they should type in the comments to be so that it's faster.
Okay, please, if you have questions, quickly type. I'll pick the few I see. Someone wrote, I love hacking, but I don't want to hack in the wrong computer. If I grow up so that I won't be sued or executed by court. Now, this is cyber crime. And that's why if you check part of what the new jobs reigning is cyber security. And those people are to catch people back, right? So I think you can instead work with cyber security to be an analyst there. Rose, right? Yes, thank you. So you want to work as a cyber security analyst. That would be you putting your passion in something you love. What if you are multi-talented? That is, you are good at almost everything. How do you know which career you go for? It's quite complicated. Like I said it before, that for those of you who are very good in all subjects, the truth is what you follow is your passion, is your interest. So when you wake up, if I tap you up now, what is that one thing that interests you? What is that one thing I say, see, hello, Michael, this is a job you will do for the rest of your life. That's how you know the one that you're, see, at times you can have three, but if I actually pick one that you do for the rest of your life, that you will find satisfaction and fulfillment in, then that would help you. Okay. What if you're not really good at anything? Trust me, look inside of you. Nothing is useless. Nothing is without worth. You are for a purpose. Now, as small as pencil, eraser is, right? Everything that was created has a solution that he came with, right? So there's usually a problem, and then somebody sits somewhere to think about the solution. So I needed to write. Somebody thought about it, and then pencil came, biro came. So trust me, there is something inside of it. And then another thing you want to do is ask people around you. At times you may be thinking you really do not have anything to offer. Ask your friends, what's the one thing I'm good at? Trust me, you'll be amazed. Nobody is born without a purpose. No one is born useless. Okay? And then you want to go to God that created us. You know, he's our manufacturer, so he has our manual. Yes. So please know that. What if you want to be a baker, AI analyst, technocrat, and fashion designing? Now, all of this you mentioned is actually under one what they call it now, one group. So you can be baking. I told you now that anything you want to do, just make sure there's technology, because that's where it's going to. We've seen people who are entrepreneurs. It's a job. So you have someone who is baking for you. You have a fashion designing school. Check Vicky James. I don't know if you know her. She has a fashion school, and then she cooks well. So you can actually do 3, 4 things, but one would be your profession. The others could be occupation. Now, if you check what the definition is, and it will help you. So one is what you go to school to learn. You will learn. You will go to school for 5 years, 4 years. You will get a certificate, right? So I've seen doctors who can bake. I've seen doctors who write stories. I've seen doctors who can sing, who play instruments. So that I can play instrument, I can sing, is an occupation. I don't need to go to school for 4 years to study that. But hey, some people take it as their profession. So there are 2 ways, right? And then you have a profession and you can have an occupation. So like now we are here. See Auntie Chima, for instance, she has a profession, she writes books, she goes for seminars. So you can have can be one person and have so many cars, right? So no, you can be all of this. Let me quickly. I love singing, but I do not know my career path as a science student. Singing is an hobby. So look at your likes and skills that you could do, right? Take that test. Again, the test I would drop would help you, okay? The test I'll drop would also help you see where your strength falls. There are sets of 60 questions. There's another question of 40. Don't worry, you'd see so many things there. Since, I love science, okay. Okay, so I think I am a science student, but I have the voice of an angel. Please sing, then go to school, right? Do a profession. That's an occupation. Okay, I think I want to become a veterinary doctor so I can preserve all the animals going extinct, but I'm not strong in science. Again, your passion would push you. If this is what you're passionate about, right? I want to save animals, then it should push you to study more, right? See, sit down, nothing is difficult. Ask your friends, meet your science teachers, that you're passionate about this, but hey, because I'm not strong here, it could affect me. Sit down with your books, okay? At times you may not understand your textbook. Ask your friends, ask your teachers, go to YouTube. There are many videos on science. Just by the time you do many of these, you see that the subject is going to be easy. I think it's a good place to stop, right? Okay. If you want to be a doctor and a model, again, one is professional, one is an occupation. Okay. Okay. And Chechima, I think it's a good place to draw the curtains.
Yes, so
yes. You can't do 2 courses in the same university at the same time. No, I saw somebody asking that question. So you go for one course first. In Nigeria, if NUC catches you, those at times I think they would stop you from one, or you may face a panelist. Okay, so just pick one course, finish it, and then you can always. I have a friend who has 3 masters, 2 undergraduate degrees, trust me. So if that's the route you want to pick, but don't do 2 at once. Why? You might not give it your best. So come out well. Okay, concentrate, focus, don't multitask. That's like a distraction. So fix one, come out well, hit the first class, come back and do another one. We'll be happy with you. Okay.
I'm winning.
I think this is where I'll draw the curtain for today.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
I was saying you should share with the girls your latest educational achievement. I know you just did one thing.
Okay. And this much I should share with you. So I finished my master's last year, right? And I graduated as the best graduating student, okay? And that's 4.84. That is, I wrote 17 courses. I had 15 A's, 2 B's. That's what it means, okay? And I have 3 children, so that you don't have an excuse. I think that's why she wanted me to share it. So when you go for university, that's my master's, right? So, and so if you study, you have to study, okay? So, and it's because it's something I'm passionate about, right? Guidance and counseling. It's something that if you wake me up, this is after 8. If and the master we should stay here, we'll stay here. It's something that I enjoy, right? So when you are passionate about a course, you find a way, you read, You read because hey, I want to help people. So that is what should drive you. What are you passionate about, right? It will help you, right? So that's it. And of course, I'm in school now, right? And I'm in school now. I'm trying to do my PhD. So I love reading. So read. There's no stopping you. If you can imagine it, you can become it. Okay. Do not allow anybody put you down there. Amazing queens. Okay. So please focus. If you think it's difficult, ask questions. Okay. Ask people. People are always there to help us, but we think no one cares. People they actually love us. Okay. And if you're happy, don't let them bring you down. Amazing. Yes. If you're happy, don't allow people bring you down. At times, your friends can bully you. This is outside career talk now. Your friends can bully you because you're doing better than them. So, and they feel jealous and frustrated that, it's only you, best in math, best in English, best in this. And then because of that, they can lead you astray. That's why you would have to know yourself, know where you are going to, and be surrounded with friends who have your value system. Yes. You know where you're going to take people who are going along your path. So you want to study medicine, you want to go to school, you're passionate about school. Your friends should also be people who are passionate about school, right? Yes. So move with friends that think like you. Like minds you attract, right? Okay. Is there a course for cooking? Now, because I told you cooking is an occupation. That's why I defined the difference between occupation and profession, because I knew so many questions like this will arise. Okay. Like I can sit in my house and learn how to cook on YouTube. It's not something I'll go and spend 4 or 5 years in. So when you come up, right? But of course, there are so many schools, so many chefs have schools where they can teach you how to cook. But hey, that is an occupation. It is not a profession according to our definition. These definitions are from authorities in guidance and counseling. I was not the one that brought it out. So yeah, so sorry about that. But hey, they are frustrated people, Valerie. They are frustrated people. Don't allow somebody make you start starving yourself or overeating because of your size. You are perfect just the way you are. I used to tell somebody then, amongst my friends, I usually am the smallest. So I will tell you, if you are taller than me, you are too tall. If you are shorter than me, you are too short. If you are fatter than me, you are too fat. If you are slimmer than me, you are too slim. So don't allow anybody to intimidate you, okay? Don't.
Thank you, girls. You have to allow Auntie Ruth go. What is it? It's okay. It's
So if
awesome.
you're passionate about cooking, right? I just remember, if you're passionate about cooking, you can actually pick food and nuts in university. Food and nutrition, there's home management is under it. Dietitian, yes, you can also actually find it there, right? So if that is what you're passionate about, okay? Yes.
Girls, say thank you to Auntie Ruth in the comments, please. Can you hear me? Auntie Ruth, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, so we're saying thank you to Auntie Ruth. Thank you. Okay, I can see them saying thank you. Yeah. All right, don't worry, because I was on transit, I was not able to shut down the comments. So those of you who were distracting, you had your way, but next time you will not have your way. But my girls in the Girls Hub are focused. You can see them that they learned a lot. They're the ones even saying the thank you. Thank you so much, Auntie Ruth, for I know you've been in class for hours now. We appreciate you. God bless you. I hope that, girls, this will help you to reduce the number or the rate of confusion about what to read. And for your information, I hope people know I read economics. Yeah, I read economics. Excuse me, and my parents wanted me to work in the World Bank, do some big development work, but here I am. I'm doing development work in another way. So I keep saying that I should have read psychology or I should have read counseling in school. I should have even read education as a first degree, but it's okay. I am going back to school to read psychology. I can, even if I'm 60 years, that psychology, I must read it. Yes,
Okay, so
honestly.
I think it's the same story with me. Now. I told you how I moved from medicine to nursing to biochemistry. And finally I read science lab tech. And then you see me back to
And
guidance and
then look at
counseling.
you, just look at you.
Just traveling. So this state, hey, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right.
So the reason why I like this class is because we can begin to consider our options early enough. You don't have to go my route. You don't have to go to Auntie Ruth route, because for me it was a waste of time. I mean, it was just a complete waste of time. If I had known, if I had attended a class like this, early and had guidance, I could have made better choices. But we give God praise, and that's why we are here to help you not to make the same mistakes. Okay? Psychology is the study of human behavior, just in one word. In case, and I have a psychologist here with me, so she's confirming that definition. All right, everybody, thank you so much. And please tell your parents that tomorrow is their session. You have had your session. I know you loved it. I can see it. We're going to your parents tomorrow. Okay? Thank you, and make sure you say thank you to your parents for making this happen. Bye, girls. Love you all. Bye. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Auntie Ruth. Love you, ma.
Thank you for
Bye.
coming to Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
You can unmute yourselves and say your byes. I must hear your voice. Yeah, let's go. Bye. Bye. Yes, you can unmute now. Bye. I don't know why you can't unmute, but I actually set it up for you to unmute yourselves. Maybe, and yes, Chisom is unmuted now. So let me hear your voice. Chisom, say something. Let me be sure.
Can't unmute it. Okay.
Bye.
Can't meet all of them at once.
Bye.
Bye.